Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another video in what is a series of videos all about the TIG261 AC/DC inverter TIG welder. The welding job I've got to do today is an air conditioning pipe off a car. It's chaffed through, it's leaking and we can't get one, so I brought it home and I'm going to weld it. These are the sort of repairs I do all the time. It's not just sitting welding nice clean coupons in a bench. This is real world stuff, an actual aircon pipe that's been in service and been contaminated. I'll show you how I clean it, how I prepare it. More importantly is how I set the machine up to weld this particular material. There's various menus and settings on the machine and you can store the setting. I'll show you the setting I've got stored that I use for all aluminium pipes like this. Right, that's enough talk. Let's get on so we can get it repaired. This is the pipe. You can see where it's been wearing through. I've already cleaned it up with a wire brush. Right, it'll be paper thin. There it is there. It's really thin. That's where it was leaking from, just in there. I've run some acetylene through the pipe. We'll give it a bit more wire brush and then we'll see if we can get a decent shot of welding it. First thing we need is AC TIG. AC TIG, and we'll go straight in the menu. I'm going to leave the easy set alone. In the menu, number 4 is the one I want. It's already on number 4. These are different settings for different materials. I've got them all wrote down. You have stop to 20 in here, which is really handy. If you weld something and you find it works, you just store it. Right, so we'll have a look and see what that actually is. Right, I've got 0.7 of a second pre-flow gas. Start amps is 26, square wave. I've got the frequency up 180 Hz and a nice tight arc for this stuff. 32% balance. Post flow, that's gas that comes out when I finish welding, about 8 seconds. Those settings are now all stored, and on the front screen I can adjust the ampage. The minute it's set at 80 you can go up or down anything you want, basically from 20 amps to 260. 80 amps will be more than enough to weld that. I'm using a foot pedal, so it is infinitely variable. That's a close-up of the actual damaged area. I've got the earth on the pipe really close to it. Need a good earth. The filler wire I'm going to use is 5356. That's the recommended filler wire for stuff with a little bit of magnesium in, which is what this is. Extrusions tubes have magnesium in castings normally have a little bit of silicon in. I wouldn't normally weld in short sleeves, but it's only a little weld and it's absolutely melting hot in here. I'm not going to expose my skin to it for very long. Nice, bright, clean, shiny repair. I'll put an air pressure test on, but I can more or less guarantee that won't leak. You can tell the way it welded. These settings are really good settings for welding aircon pipes, in fact intercooler pipes. Any aluminium tube I normally weld on that setting. I'm sure you'll agree that that repair went very well. It stood the air test, no problem at all. The beauty of the machine is you can dial in to weld whatever you want and store it and save it. If you find a good setting, like I found for that, you store it, which means someone will come and set the machine up for you, put your half a dozen settings in, and you'll be able to do most jobs. This machine would repair that pipe on the easy weld setting, I've got no doubt about that, but it does weld a little bit better on the settings that I've put in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've learned something from it. There is a link in the description box, obviously at Artec, to this particular machine. If you buy this machine or any machine from Artec, be sure to mention my name. It certainly won't do you any harm. Anyway, thanks for watching.